So you may or may not know about this, but Captain America 4, Captain America Brave New World, is going to be going through some reshoots from May until August. And from what I've heard and read from scoopers is that a significant portion of the movie is going to be reshot. A lot of it is going to get cut and replaced. And there's some rumors now as to what it was that caused such a disastrous test screening for this movie. A new rumor claims that a test screening for Marvel Studios' upcoming Captain America Brave New World did not go well. Now, keep in mind, this is rumor, speculation. I don't have anything to back this up other than what people are posting. But I like John F. Trent from that Park Place here. So I think it's worth at least entertaining and looking at because he's pretty good. So I don't know when this test screening happened. I think they had enough to do something. I know the film's not completely done. Shots probably weren't completed, stuff like that. It's a rough cut. But they apparently showed it to some audiences and they didn't like it at all. Called it horrible, too political, which doesn't shock me because if you've seen, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you know how political that show got. I guarantee you this movie is going to be super political. This is going to be, well, we'll see what happens after the reshoots, but as it is, this movie is shit. And apparently test audiences agreed. I've been able to get some insight into what some of the main issues were at the Captain America Brave New World test screenings. Apparently, audiences were unimpressed by the film's action scenes and the chemistry between Cap and his love interest. However, the biggest issue was how audiences responded to the film's political content. You might think this mean audiences found it divisive, but it was actually worse than that. They found it boring. I'm told that the overall feel was that the political material was uninspired and unengaging. The audiences found it lacked nuance and was overly expository and really slowed the movie down. I'm also told that while the 3 sequences that will be removed were a big part of the problem, the film's issues go beyond that and will likely include significant rewrites throughout as well as removing characters. I'm told that Marvel really wants to keep that summer window for reshoots in order to avoid another release date. Not just because it'd mean vacating what they feel is already a good release date for the film, but because, as usual, delaying the film would result in a domino effect whereby it would mean delaying others. And then it goes on to talk about the main character, of course, Mackie, and Rockmore, his love interest, having chemistry issues. It says take that with a grain of salt, though. So I'm not shocked by this. You know they were going to make this political. Here's that political scene where he tells that senator to do better. Stop calling these people terrorists when they were going around just murdering everybody. It's a shitty show. So I don't see this actually turning into a good movie, but this isn't where their problems stop. Apparently that Blade movie is going to get yet another rewrite. I don't see this working out. This movie is going to be shit. They just refute what it seems to be, because every time they apparently rewrite this and start moving forward with it again and it stops, I think him, the main actor here, I think he has some kind of veto powers and can say, like, I think they really want him. And he looks at the script and says it's shit. If that's the case, because that's what they've said before, that he didn't like it and he made them retool it. What did he do? Did he sign on to this movie without seeing a script? That's what I've been wondering with this. But apparently there's more changes. They keep trying to push up this like main female character, either his daughter or a Lilith. A bunch of they want it to be some kind of girl power movie, which is shit because people want to see a movie about Blade, not his daughter, not some girl vampire hunter. They want to see Blade. And they keep it seems like they keep rewriting the script so that he's still kind of second fiddle, like they don't want to drop it. I wonder if he might walk away. I think you could see it, unless he's under some kind of obligation where he can't. So he can just keep screwing with him and make him rewrite it till he gets what he wants. I don't know. But don't worry. I don't want you to feel that feel like you're not going to have any Marvel. Don't worry. Ironheart and Wonder Man are still coming. A Marvel Studios TV boss confirms Ironheart and Wonder Man survived recent wave of cancellations. We're editing both of those films or shows as we speak. Amazing. Because everybody's been excited for Ironheart. Truly a cornerstone of the Marvel Universe. She's what fans have been begging Marvel to give them. Such a loved character. Same with Wonder Man. Oh, Wonder Man is just so well loved and respected. It's not even Wonder Man. They race swapped him. I think the Ironheart show is probably gonna tie or at least be pretty damn close to the Miss Marvel ratings. That nobody watched that Miss Marvel show, and I think you're gonna see something similar with Ironheart. Like nobody gives a shit about Ironheart. Nobody cares about Ironheart. Such a stupid replacement for Robert Downey Jr. They should have just recast Iron Man. They should have just recast Captain America, kept Steve Rogers, kept Tony Stark, but they wanted to move forward with this Marvel Now 2016 bullshit, and they're going to pay for it. They're going to end up having to reboot everything, unless the X-Men take off. If the X-Men take off, then I think that they could salvage it, because you could run a whole MCU on just X-Men shit if you do it right. That's what it's really going to come down to. The X-Men will make or break the current Marvel Universe, but these shows aren't going to help. This dog shit Captain America movie that's too political, apparently, which does not shock me that they made this overly political, and it turned off audiences because I think audiences are starting to get sick of this shit and vote with their wallet. Look at that Magical Society movie that just came out. That movie is a catastrophic financial disaster. Barely made $1 million. I'm starting to hear reports that thing cost about $50 million to make. So if we're just generous and say that they did $50 million on marketing, that's $100 million, and they only made $1 million back. Like, no one's going to see that movie next weekend. So I think people are starting to get a little wiser, and they're done backing this shit. I think people are getting turned off by it. People are tired of it. You never get a break anywhere. You can't go to a Marvel movie for escapism because you got to get modern day-isms and everything now. So, we'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.